Hey there, welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Jenny and this is Lauren and we're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors. Today we're cooking up a delicious one skillet meal.
That's right, we are making a one skillet buttery lemon chicken and orzo.
This is so good and so simple, and I love that it just uses one pot.
Yes, let's get going. What do we have going over here?
So we have our chicken thigh, so that's different than what we usually use, which is chicken breast, but we've got bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs that we've seasoned with salt and pepper on both sides. And now we're just searing it off. So we want to get like that nice brown sear. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes per side, and it's starting to look really good.
Yeah, so just put a little bit of olive oil in our pan to help it out, but it's getting really nice and brown.
Yes. So since it's nice and brown, we're not actually cooking the chicken thighs all the way through right now. We're just getting that good sear on it. So I'm going to go ahead and move these onto our plate here.
This will also help too because there's going to be lots of good flavor now in our pan for all of our other ingredients from our chicken.
Okay. And now for more great flavor, we're going to add a little bit of butter. After all, this is a buttery lemon dish. And let's get that butter melted. And then we're going to add in our lemon slices. So this is kind of different. We're searing our lemon.
We're just gonna help get all that great lemon flavor into kind of the butter, chicken, olive oil mixture that we have going on here at the bottom of our pan. We'll be using these too. We will not be getting rid of them.
Okay, so this will just take about a minute to get nice and seared. You can see that they're already starting to brown up a little bit. I love how fresh this dish is.
Yes, that lemon just works wonders.
So these look great. I'm gonna go ahead and move these onto the plate with our chicken.
Perfect. We're leaving all those great flavors right in our pan.
Yes.
So today we're using a cast iron skillet because we need something that's also oven proof because we will be finishing that chicken off in the oven. So you could use an oven proof skillet or a cast iron skillet works well too.
Okay, next up we've got our garlic.
Add tons of good flavor and very, very fragrant.
Yes. And our orzo. So got our delicious grains in there. I'm gonna give this a stir.
So orzo is actually just a type of pasta, so it's not inherently a grain. So today we're using a whole wheat option, something to look for in the store if you're interested. Otherwise, there is just like the typical orzo that you can find.
Yeah, so we're just going to stir this and kind of cook it until it's nice and toasted. It brings out a lot of the really great flavors of the orzo.
Yeah, a little bit on the nuttier side.
Yeah. So the thing I love about a cast iron skillet is everything cooks so quickly once it's hot.
Yes.
So this looks awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get our white wine in. Thank you.
So today we're using a dry white wine. If you prefer not to use wine, you could just substitute with chicken broth. But the wine will give it a really, really nice flavor.
Yes, it complements the lemon really well. And I'm just scraping up the bottom of the pan as well because we want all of those like crispy brown bits from the chicken thighs mixed in. We don't want to let that go to waste. So we're just deglazing the pan right now. I'm going to cook this until the liquid is evaporated. This looks good. All that liquid is gone, so we're going to go ahead and add in more liquid. We have some chicken broth that we're using.
Today we're using a low sodium option, but again, feel free to use whatever you prefer.
I'm not going to add all of this in, so we made a bit of a mistake and picked a smaller pan. So I don't want to stuff it too full. Just use part of that because we still have lots of stuff to add in.
So if you're making this at home, just be aware that based on the size of your pan, you may not be able to fit everything in there, but again, feel free to tailor it as needed.
Yes. So I've got some kale, some chopped kale, and then lemon juice for more of that fresh flavor. And now we're just going to bring this to a boil. As you can see, as this comes to a boil, the kale is cooking down, so it's not nearly as big of a pile as it was before. Now we're gonna get our chicken in here. So I'm just gonna nestle this in.
Yeah, so we're really just getting this ready to go into the oven to finish that chicken off.
Right, and then top it with the lemon slices. So as it bakes, all of that great lemony flavor will kind of seep into the chicken.
Yes, and really as all of this bakes, all these flavors that we've put into our pan are just gonna come together.
All right, I'm gonna turn this heat off. So usually at this point we would move it into the oven and let it finish cooking, but we have one that's already done.
Yes, it would take about 15 minutes or so in the oven. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
So good.
So this was like our nice bigger pot, or pan I should say, where everything fit in, as you can see. So let's serve this up.
Yum.
Just some kale on there,
Thank
lemon.
you. And then to finish it off, we're just going to garnish with a little bit of lemon zest and fresh dill.
Yes.
So really great flavors just to, ooh, thank you.
Dill.
This dish just reminds me of spring.
Yes, I love all the lemon flavor.
Thank you.
Here's your fork.
Let's give this a
Oh
try.
my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, this just screams
good.
lemon and spring.
Well, we hope you cozy up to this delicious one-pot meal.
And for more recipes and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit bestfoods.com.